Comedy Film Nerds Podcast.
So Last Flag Flying. This is the Richard Linklater movie about three grizzled vets played by Steve Carell, Bryan Cranston, and Lawrence Fishburne, who one of their sons is killed in action, and they, instead of having him buried in Arlington, they want to take the body home.
Right.
And it looks like just one of those, you got to bring your handkerchief to.
Yeah.
Or a box of tissues, because it really looks like it's gonna move you.
And again, going back to like people getting out of like Steve Carell, I love what he's doing,
Yep.
with Foxcatcher, with The Big Short.
Except
and now,
Despicable Me, but go ahead.
No, but yeah. But I'm just saying, like, again, like we could put comedians in the same category as action stars.
Yes.
He could be just
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
wacky Steve Carell movies for the rest of time. But he's really trying to do like serious acting stuff.
Right.
And I love what, again, Foxcatcher and The Big Short are really good movies.
You could say the same about Cranston, even though he's not a stand-up. But Cranston really made.
I mean, he was in Malcolm in the Middle.
Malcolm in the Middle
funny.
was sort of, I guess that was his breakout thing. I mean,
Yeah,
he'd been
for
around
sure.
doing stuff, but like, he could have easily gone down wacky lane.
Right.
And
Right.
But we all know what he's become.
A meth dealer.
Yeah.
And he gets killed by Godzilla.
Yeah. That's right.
No, but it's really cool. It's like it's to see these three guys, and Cranston is playing like a train wrecky drunk,
Right.
and Carell is
And
the
just-
morning dad, and
Richard Linklater directing just makes it all kind of come together, especially in the trailer.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to this movie. It looks really good and heartfelt, and I love the fact that Richard Linklater will ground the performances, so there won't be anything wacky or crazy or over the top.
Yeah.
But even if there is a scene kind of like that, if a character loses it, it'll still always feel grounded, because that's what he does.
Yeah, I also like, Lawrence Fishburne in this. I think sometimes we forget that he is also a dude who's like a heavy hit. I mean, he's
a
had an
solid
interesting
actor.
career. And so you're looking at these three guys together, and I think, and they're all very different and kind of, various backgrounds that sort of brought them to this place in their careers. But, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of excited to see the three of these
They have really
guys.
good chemistry together, too,
Yeah.
for guys that you've never seen together before.
it's a
I
weird
mean,
pairing on
yeah.
paper. You'd be like,
Uh-huh.
wait, what? But you
Yeah.
see this trailer and you go, yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, they're three solid actors.
Well, right away when I saw, before you even see Lawrence Fishburne in the trailer, you see Carell and Cranston, and you're like, yes, of course. To me, I just think that is something that probably already should have happened.
Yeah.
Or at least it feels like it should have happened. I don't know, if, but I'm just like, fuck yeah, I want to see these guys together doing their thing, So.
I'm
All right,
excited.
and the next trailer is Death Note. This continues the streaming system that will not be named, continuing to make terrible feature films and great
This
TV
looks
series.
great.
Yeah. Now, this is based
I
on
stand
a...
alone. I completely stand alone. The room fell silent when I said that. Even Scarlett Johansson frowned.
and I'll tell you,
frowns.
it's amazing how sometimes talented people can make bad movies for Netflix. Like, this is Adam Wingard that directed this movie. This is, The Guest. You're Next. Like that kind of genre filmmaking. If there's
He
anybody,
directed You're Next?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
So, but he's like a guy that understands genre filmmaking. Like, this is like, this kind of makes sense to have him do it. What doesn't make sense is like, movies and projects, they're in specific mediums. This is an anime project that has been, I'm sure in development for a long time. And you see like a live action version of it, and it already like doesn't quite work. And there's a reason, because maybe it works because it was anime.
Yeah.
And then I think Willem Dafoe as the Death God, hilarious.
Well, okay, here's the thing about this movie. The trailer, at first, it looks like your standard fare type of, Candyman type of thriller, or
Right.
what was the one where all the kids died, they cheated death, and so they were all dying one by one. Like, it felt like that.
Cabin
type
in the
of
Woods?
thing.
Well,
No, not Cabin in the Woods. The other
Final
one.
Destination.
Oh, Final
This
Destination.
is
Oh,
the
yeah.
9 of those movies that have been made.
Yeah. It did feel
Each
a
one
little bit
more
like,
inaccurately named than the last.
Yeah. Yes. Right?
They're
This is
taking
the
one
final
step.
destination,
No,
guys.
next time.
Yeah.
We'll bring the all right.
But it started off feeling like
It's
that.
like the Final Destination is like dealing with an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Never on time,
This
always
guy-
changing
yeah.
dates.
And always going, this time, guys, I swear,
yeah.
this
I
is
swear
it.
to God.
This is the
gonna be
last
it.
time.
I'm
Yeah.
never going to deal with this.
But it felt like that type of thing at first, and then it looked like they were trying to do something bigger and make it about something else, and kind of.
Because the
almost
premise is you get this book, you
Yeah.
write a name in the book, and then that person dies. That's the death note.
That's a standard horror movie type of thing.
Mhm.
Right.
And then it
may
was
as well be a
like-
puzzle box.
Yeah, but then it's all about. It sort of takes on this global thing. It looked like, and there's another.
Some ninjas having a press
There's
conference.
a guy. Yeah. So shout out to Lakeith Stanfield, who is great in everything. I mean, he's if you don't know that's Snoop in Straight Outta Compton,
Right.
and he's in Atlanta and stuff. So yeah, it was kind of all over the place. It's hard to figure out. Well, what is this going to be?
Right.
I'm very curious.
The fact that it's on a unnamed streaming service that does come into my television, that sounded creepy how I phrased it,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
that I can watch this basically at home for free makes I don't know, I was like, oh, this looks awesome, and right as I was about to say that, you guys were like, "Buh," when we were watching this, and I was like, oh man.
Well, then, you know what?
No, here's the
Now,
thing.
here's the thing. You watch it and tell us what you think of it.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
'Cause I
You
like
should
the-
watch the shit out of it.
I'm gonna watch fucking watch this thing. I'm gonna.
This movie's so fucking hard.
Oh God, I'm gonna so stream this. Oh, I'm gonna watch it.
It's going to punch you right in your eyeballs.
It's better.
Here's the thing about this. I feel like if I went home and then was flipping around Netflix and I started watching this, like, oh, this shit, and then I started watching it, I wouldn't turn it off. Like 2 hours would go by and I would have watched the whole movie. Like, all right. So I don't know. I can't tell. I don't. It looks like your classic Netflix. I'm on the couch and I ain't moving type affair.
Yeah, and just passable. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it needs to just be like 2 1/3 stars to me.
Right.
Go,
Yeah, all right.
It's almost colored in 3 stars.
Yeah.
What if it's great?
Didn't quite waste my time.
See, that's my thing, Kevin. I'm
What
watching
if
this
it's
trailer going, this might be awesome.
I love movies like that where you're like, this is clearly gonna suck, and then you get a call. You have to go see this movie now. Like that. I live for that type of thing.
And
All right.
honestly, I love the premise. I love that there's a book out there. I believe that this
Well,
is
the
a true
premise.
story.
I mean, this is why the anime is so popular, is because of the premise. I mean, it's like a worldwide phenomenon.
And I love the moral dilemma that we see in the trailer of if I could kill anybody, I could right some wrongs. I could take out a drug cartel. I could take
Yes.
out human trafficking. I could do whatever. Like,
That's where the trailer turns. There's a moment where he's talking to this woman and she goes, "You're gonna get rid of some criminals or something like that." And he's like, "We can get rid of all the criminals." And it's like, okay, well, this is a bigger thing than just 6 kids, and they little by little start killing each
Right.
other. So I don't know.
And there's a Ferris wheel.
And a Ferris wheel. Come on.
and there's a crazy, and it's like Liam Neeson when he was the tree for the boy or
Oh.
whatever, that movie that just came out. That's what William
That's Willem Dafoe as the porcupine death god.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting about the death god guy. That's a little weird.
Is it though? So
Oh,
we believe the book that has this powers, but then the porcupine death god.
That's
is
a
like,
bit much. You know what it is? When you hear Willem Dafoe's voice, and then I just picture him with that green mask on.
Yeah.
Even with the porcupine head, I'm like, well, that's the Green Goblin. What are you doing?
he's gonna fly in on that jetpack. All
That'd be
right.
pretty awesome if that.
Okay.
So, all right.
You know.
Well, this might go in your queue. Check it out.
If it's another, and it looks like it's gonna be.
It is. It's another.
Yeah, it's another shitbag week of in theaters. So this is what I'll be covering next
then
week.
Maybe we'll
go.
do a spoiler up on it then.
Oh.
See, now you're starting to convince me. Yeah,
Kevin?
because if you
Do
like
you want
it,
to come
and
back for a spoiler?
on Death Note.
I would love to. I have to make sure I
Let's
can.
talk schedule.
I
We'll
can
talk
skip out
schedule.
of work.
All right.
Hell yeah!
All right. Let's.
All right.
I'll go home and watch it tonight. When the hell? Is it out now?
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh.
All right. I think we just. Put
I think
the
we
Death
just
Note
hatched
spoiler.
a Death Note spoiler plan has been hatched.
All right. So
man.
God help you all.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
If we all get in the same room together and talk about it at the same time, Does the death
the-
porcupine,
yeah.
death god show up?
Yeah, does the book fall from the sky?
Just Willem Dafoe, no costume. He just shows up.
Shows
Hey, fellas.
Yeah, thanks for watching my movie.
Good to be here.
I was
So-
Nosferatu.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're making him sound like some longshoreman.
don't know.
from
Yeah.
the East Coast.
Hi,
I'm Willem Dafoe.
Oh, man.
All right, what else? What else we got going up here?
I'm just thinking of Willem Dafoe now.
You should.
Yeah.
He's a shithead.
Him and,
Ha DLM
My
shout out.
favorite, one of my favorite internet memes is, why do I have to call it an internet meme? What am I, 80? Is Belle Biv Defoe. A picture of him, and I think he's replacing Mike Bivens' face or something like that.
I love it.
I just always think of that when I think of him.
I shot first. Kitten heads across the land.